So, dear students, again, good afternoon. Today's meetings, our main objective is to understand how we can connect to Google Classroom and how the class will be started from tomorrow. So, first, you can see my screen. In here, it says connecting Google Classroom. The first step is class will be conducted in Zoom initially. From tomorrow, according to the routine, which you will get it by today. So according to the routine, you will connect with Zoom and class will start tomorrow. The reason we start with Zoom, because everybody has set up and we are even having this meeting with Zoom. So from each subject teacher, you will get a Zoom meeting ID and password. Then you can, according to your class routine, you will connect to this room. And so that will be started from tomorrow. The first week, we'll conduct the classes in Zoom. First week, we'll have an option to have a class in Google Meet, another Zoom type application. So it depends on preference from subject teacher and student. So based on your preference, you can either, of course, with your teacher, you can follow Zoom or Google Meet. After 1 week, first week, it is Zoom class. So, and Google Classroom that we'll be using for our resource sharing. All the worksheet, homework, everything that we give you, it will be on Google Classroom. So if you use Android devices, any phone or iPad, iPhone, you have to download Google Classroom app. You can go to Play Store and then download it. Then you run it, you run the applications, and it will ask you for sign in. To sign in, you need a user ID. You need a user ID and password. So this user ID and password will give it to you in 2 days. We have completed levels, and today I'll do class 8 and today I'll do class 8, 9, 10, and then within 2 days, inshallah, all classes will be done. So once I give you the user ID and password, then you work on Google Classroom. For the moment, you just download the app. Whoever have desktop or laptop, they just follow the screen. The way I'll use the Google Classroom. So I'll log in as a student, the one you would do. So at the bottom, I mentioned that Google Classroom for resource sharing, this is must. Everybody must log into this. All teachers will provide all the resources to this, all the homeworks, even quiz, everything. So everything will be in here, okay? For video class, next week, definitely Zoom. And following week, depends on, again, class teacher and students. They can either choose Zoom or Google Meet. Once we connected, fully ready with the Google Classroom, if you want, we can do video class in Google Meet as well. So Zoom or Google Meet would be used for scheduled classes according to the routine. Each classes will be conducted in Zoom or Google Meet. Google Classroom would be used to share all the resources. So there, emergency, we did a WhatsApp group in pandemic situation, but because we are approved center for Google now, we can use officially their applications. So we can share resources there. It will be used. So now I will start how to connect with Google Classroom. Zoom, we are fine. And Google Meet comes along with Google Classroom. I'll talk about it. So once we give you a user ID password, it will be something like this. On my screen, I'll show you, for this purpose, I created an account. So here is an account, student2@sunshinegrammarschool.com. So everybody will have an account like this at sunshinegrammarschool.com. This is your school's official email account. You can go to Gmail. You can access to this mail anytime. You can use this email for any academic purposes. And we'll give you a password, something simple like this, okay? Now, once you get this ID password, then you can start work with Google Classroom. Again, whoever have tab or iPhone or Android devices, you can download the Google Classroom and wait for the ID. In 2 days, you'll get this. Whoever have desktop or laptop, they don't have to download anything. They can just use Google Chrome browser, the way I'll go now. So to start with, as a student, once I get this ID and password, my first thing is to do, go to gmail.com. So if I go to gmail.com, then it will ask me to connect user ID and password. So because I have a new account, fresh account, so you will have this fresh account, and then you will start as I will show you. So first, let me give the user ID. So first, it asks for email or phone number. So I have an email. I'll use this. And then I click on next. So I give the ID that will give you. Next. And then it will ask for password. So we'll give you the password. This is the password that will give you. And you have to type the password. Then you click next. So if you have, again, Google Classroom apps, if you go to apps, it will ask for your ID and password. There is option. And you click ID password there in apps. If you use laptop, desktop, you use like me. So, and then first thing you see are terms and condition acceptance. And you do not have to read it. Just click on accept. Once you click on accept, first time it will ask you to change the password. So you give your password. The password that we give you, that's like open password, default. So you have to create a new password. So I'll give a new password. And you also have to retype the password, re-enter the password, same one. So you have your own password for your own email account. Then you click change password. I will request all the participants to turn off their microphone. And then when I put my details,
Safria.
and then in Gmail, I logged in, and in Gmail, I can see my inbox. So you can use as this will be your official email account, school account. So you can use this email. So I log into the email, and if I go to right-hand side, top right-hand, you can see I put my cursor on an icon, and it says Google Apps. So this option you'll be using. So if I click that, then you can see a lot of different applications there. You can use any, you can explore. Mainly we'll be concentrating on Classroom, these apps officially. And Meet, again, once we set up, if you prefer, we can use this. But Meet, we do not have to do things separately. We can do everything from Classroom. So only one option mainly you'll be using. You can explore, no problem. So click on Classroom. So I click on Classroom. So I'm a student. I log into with my new user ID password. I created a new password. Then I clicked on Google Classroom. So once I clicked on Google Classroom, on laptop, you'll have separate tab open. You still have this inbox here. And in different tab, you have the Google Classroom. For iPad or Android devices, you already logged into Google Classroom, so you see this straight away. And first thing you see, you can see your email account. Then it says continue. Just click on continue. So I click. Then listen carefully here. Then it will ask you, what's your role? Choose your role, whether you are a student or teacher. So teacher have their own account. So a student must click in here. Now, if any student by mistake or intentionally dustumi kore, jodi I am a teacher click kore, I would get a notification because I manage the admin side of it, the whole applications. So from admin panel, I can see who is doing what, all the login details. So if you click on teacher, all the teacher I have to approve. So you must click on I'm a student. So very careful while you choosing this. If you click on I'm a teacher, I would know it. I'll cancel your account. Then you have to contact me. Then I have to create a student account for you again. So that will be trouble for you. So make sure you click on I am a student. So I click here. Then this classroom is completely empty. This is blank, nothing in here. First thing you do, you have to join classes. So you are in class 6, 7 here. So you have different subjects, mathematics, computer science, IT, or so on. So you have to join each classes. All classes would be created by your teacher. So to join a classes, here you can see top left-hand side, there is option called main menu. I put my cursor in it. Would be using this very often here. And on the right-hand side, you have 3 options. One is your account settings. So you can log out or whatever. And then Google Apps, you can switch to any apps again, same as we saw in Gmail. So that's apps. And this plus sign is to join classes. So you'll be joining a classes. Now to join a classes, you click here. And then it will ask for a class code. Now, subject teacher will provide you class code. Say as an example, if I take your IT class, I will give you the class code for my IT class. Mathematics teacher will give you a class code for mathematics classes. So for this testing purpose, I have got 2 codes, so I'll share them. So I got 2 code here. So this is a class. So I put the code here. And then you have to click on join. Okay, same thing you can do from mobile apps, no problem. So you click on join. It will take a little bit time. Then I'm connected to a class. So you can see it says class 9A ICT, Sunday and so on. It shows some messages by default. So you just say got it, or you can read it. It means highlighted area what you can do. So this area to communicate with your teacher. So I click got it. So if you, so this is a class, okay? Class 9A ICT. So I'm a 9A student. I joined my IT class, but I've got other classes, say mathematics, physics, commerce, whatever. So to go to main page of the classroom, this is 9A IT. And here again, if I click on main menu, and this option comes up, and classes. So now it's not blank anymore. I have joined a class. So you have to join once only. You do not have to join again and again. So it is, you joined already, so you can access to this class. Say if I want to join another classes, because I got other subjects, again, I'll click on plus sign. I'll give the code. So I have got code here. I got this code, and I put it here, okay? And then click on join, okay? So once, so I join class 9A mathematics, okay? Again, if I click on main menu, and I have joined 2 classes. Again, if you have 5 classes, you'll have 5 icon like this, or 7, 10 classes, whatever. So every class you must join first. So once you join, in the meantime, allow me just 1 second. I have to take a screenshot for training purposes. So again, so if I want to join a class or resource, I can go to particular class. As an example, if I go to 9A ICT, I click here. Again, I come back here. So each classes I can switch like this. Okay, go to main menu, go to specific classes. Here you see 3 options here. One called stream, classwork, people. Stream is main page of particular class, 9A IT. And you can see a Meet link, Google Meet. So after first week, second week, যখন আমরা set up হয়ে যাব, তখন টিচাররা প্রেফার করলে, স্টুডেন্টরা প্রেফার করলে, we can use this instead of Zoom. আমরা এতে ইউজ করলে Zoom লাগবে না, আর Zoom করলে এই অপশন দরকার নেই. So this is another option. For video class, we have 2 options, Zoom or this. So if I want to, according to my routine, say আমার 9টায় IT class আছে, So 9 o'clock, I come here, I click these options, and I'll join the video class. So another option will come up. If you use from mobile phone on Google Classroom, when you click this link, Google Meet will start. So you do not have to type any ID password. You can directly link with Google Meet and you join, okay? I'm not showing it too much. You can figure it out. So you join and you can see all other students and teachers are there. So this is Google Meet option. Again, let me go back to Classroom. So I'm in Classroom. On stream, here it says share something with your class. So anybody can write any message. If you want to communicate with teacher, if you have a queries, or if you, anything. So related topic, then you write a message, you post, then post is here. Say, I logged in as a student to your name would appear here, and time and message. Teacher can reply you here. The way we do WhatsApp group. So you do not need any more WhatsApp group. We'll still have WhatsApp group for emergency communications, say to share a class code, to share meeting ID, password. Apart from this, all other information would be provided here. So this is how you can do the message. If you go to Classwork, and you can see information is here. Teacher posted, I did that intentionally so that I can show you. So there is a material there, teacher given you. That's how we give worksheet, any homework, everything you find in Classwork. There's a lot of options. We can even take test. ছোটখাটো class test নিতে পারবো। আমরা সব এখানে সেট আপ করব। স্টুডেন্ট এখানেই সব আনসার করতে পারবে। Even homework ও সাবমিট করতে পারবে। So if I want to see the resource, I click on that. And the resource is there. So I put just an image. So you click that, and you can see the resource. Worksheet holo worksheet, একটা video tutorial holo video tutorial, everything you can see. So আমি এটা থেকে back করি. So I close that part. Okay. And now, so that's how you access to resources in here, Classwork. Stream message shop থাকবে. You see, like I posted that material, the message you see on this wall. This would be used as a common platform to communicate. So if I quickly brief again, so Classwork and then people, you see all your classmate name here and teacher, who is doing in this class, how many students, just for information. Your main area is Classwork. Everything will resource share. You can access this 24/7 anytime. Class routine অনুযায়ী শুধু ভিডিও ক্লাসের জন্য তুমি স্ট্রিম থেকে you will click this option. If you do Meet. If your teacher prefers Zoom class, according to class routine, you just, the way you connected today with me in the meeting, same way you connect with the Zoom meeting with your class subject teacher. So there will be two options for video class. For all the resource share, this is the main option. There will be no WhatsApp resource share from now on. Everything will happen in Google platform. Again, you will be connecting here once we give you ID and password. And again, you come to main menu, classes. Whenever classes finishes, you want to come out, you just close the tab, no problem. Google Meet class শেষ হলে, because we'll have a break after each classes, at least 10 minutes break. After 2 classes, probably 20 minutes break. So we strongly suggest you, when you have a break, you get out of the device. You walk around at the home. You have some snacks or something, but do not sit on the computer for a long time, continuously. Even today's schedule, I managed it in that manner. After a certain part, then I had 10 minutes break. So that's health issues. So that would be it from the explanation. So I will, then you can log out whenever you finish. If you have single devices, you can just log in all the time. But sometimes you use different email in the same devices. So you just sign out, your job is done. Okay. So that should be enough from me for today. In the meantime, so I will stop sharing. I will stop recording as well.